today I will start the new chapter, Introduction to Algebra, chapter number 8. Open your books and see the book. In this I will explain you some topics in algebra and also solve some questions. So first of all, here algebra, what is the how it is used algebra? That is, you know that you are using the numbers. Okay, you are using the numbers to add, subtract, and to multiply and to divide. etc. But here we will learn how to multiply the English alphabets. Okay, and they are called the variables. Okay, so here we will use that alphabets. Actually, they are like we use, for example, I will start with the example, okay, that is how the algebra started, okay. So let us see here. First I will explain the symbols, okay, symbol, that is all it started with the symbol. Like if I say that, for example, if I give the example like dash plus suppose 9 equal to suppose here 15. Okay, dash plus 9 equal to 15. So what would be your answer here? इसमें यहाँ पर क्या होगा? Question, that is, this is the blank space here. So what is the number in that blank space? So you will find out the answer is here 6. Okay, because 9 plus 6 is 15. So your answer would be 6. Now this is here. We have this dash, or you can also draw the box here. That is this plus 9 equal to 15 here. So this box represents the unknown number. वहाँ पर कुछ number होगा. Okay. So here in algebra we replace this box by some English alphabet. Okay, and most frequently used English alphabets are like in this case the X, Y, Z, U, V, W, etc. Okay, so this is the starting point of this algebra. Actually, you have used this algebra in the lower classes also, but in that class you have not used the variables like this X. Okay, here we can also write here X plus 9 equal to 15. Okay, that is here in mathematics we simplify the things. Okay, like for example, so here this is X. Okay, X is in place of this box, X plus 9 equal to 15. तो X का वैल्यू यहाँ पर क्या होगा? X का वैल्यू यहाँ पर क्या होगा? 6 होगा इसमें. That is, in place of X we will write 6. Okay, that is the answer here. Next is, suppose I will say that the sum of two numbers. Okay, the sum of two numbers. The sum of two numbers equal to suppose 30. Okay, sum of two numbers equal to 30. अब हमको ये नहीं पता है कि वो दो नंबर क्या है, कुछ भी हो सकता है, लेकिन दो नंबर है और उसका सम कितना है? 30 है. The sum of two numbers and those two numbers are unknown. उसका वो नंबर हमें पता नहीं है. ओके, तो जो नंबर पता नहीं है उसके बदले में हम लोग उसको कुछ मान लेते हैं, सपोज कर लेते हैं. For example, here you can write the two numbers may be like X and other number may be Y equal to 30. Okay, X plus Y equal to 30. यहाँ पर जो दो नंबर है, मान लो कि एक नंबर यहाँ पर X है और दूसरा नंबर Y है. तो जो अननोन नंबर है उसके बदले में एक नंबर के लिए हमने यूज किया X और दूसरे के लिए यूज किया Y. So what is basically is that X and Y are just a symbol to represent that those two unknown numbers. हम लोग यहाँ पर कुछ और भी यूज कर सकते हैं. सपोज हम लोग यहाँ पर एक आम का फोटो भी यूज कर सकते हैं. ओके, दिस, और यहाँ पर बना हुआ केला. Okay, like this equal to 30. So that is, this mango represents an unknown number, and here this banana also represents another number here. Okay, so we are using the symbols. to represent those unknown numbers. लेकिन अलजेब्रा में बेसिकली हम लोग उस सिंबल को हम ये मैंगो और बनाना से यूज नहीं करेंगे because it will be difficult to draw all the time. Okay, so we want to make the things simple. Okay, अब यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है कि the sum of two numbers is 30. अब तुम बार-बार अगर तुम ये मैथ्स में लिखोगे तो जो मैथ्स है वो काफी कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाएगा. सिंपल होने के बजाय और भी पढ़ने का मन नहीं करेगा. ओके, सो वी मेक इट सिंपल बाय यूजिंग द सिंबल्स. जैसे यहाँ पर लिखा हुआ है प्लस. प्लस भी क्या है? एक सिंबल ही है. ओके, और ये बताता है कि हम मतलब दो नंबर को जोड़ रहे हैं, प्लस कर रहे हैं. ओके, सो दैट इज एवरीथिंग इज सिंबल लाइक माइनस और डिवीजन. ओके, ऑल दिस वी यूज ऑल द सिंबल्स टू मेक आवर वर्क सिंपलर. ओके, तो यहाँ पर भी अलजेब्रा का यूज करते हैं, दैट इज टू मेक आवर वर्क सिंपलर. So here we use the simplest because x and y are very familiar. We know the English alphabet. Okay, and that is why it is very easy to use the symbols or these symbols x and y. Okay, so this is how it started. Okay, this is the essence of algebra. So in place of the unknown number, we write x, y, z to find out the value of those unknown numbers. Okay, so now here I will solve some questions from the recap exercise. Here the question number 1 is what should be added to 7 to get 11. यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन क्या है? Write the following statements as mathematical expressions. हमको यहाँ पर क्या करना है कि हमको सिर्फ mathematical expression लिखना है. We don't have to solve them. So here what should be added to 7 to get 11? What should be added? मतलब यहाँ पर क्या है? एक unknown number है. We have an unknown number. क्या प्लस करना है 7 में जिससे कि आंसर 11 होगा. So we will here suppose the unknown number be x and then we will write the statement. That is what should be added to 7 to get 11? So here the statement will be x plus 7 equal to 11 and here this is the unknown number here. What should be added to x? What should be added to 7 to get 11? So here the statement, that is if you convert this sentence into this mathematical language then it will be equal to x plus 7 equal to 11. अब यहाँ पर मतलब जो बात okay, here it is x plus 7 equal to 11 and you can say this statement in our language, our speaking language or the communicating language, that what should be added to 7 to get 11. तो यहाँ पर जो लिखा हुआ है what should be added to 7 to get 11, we can represent this sentence with this simple symbols. Okay, x plus 7 equal to 11. Next is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here what should be subtracted from 12 to get 9? What should be subtracted from 12? So here the answer will be 12 minus x equal to 9. Okay, this is the statement. 12 में क्या माइनस करने से 9 हो जाएगा. So 12 minus x is the unknown number. What must be multiplied by 3 to get 24? What must be multiplied by 3 to get 24? 3 में कौन सा नंबर मल्टीप्लाई करने से 24 हो जाएगा. So here write that 3 into x or x into 3 equal to 24. Then next is what must be multiplied by 5 to get 45? You will do it yourself. Think of a number and add 2 to it. Think of a number and add 2 to it. So here think of a number, suppose x and here x plus 2. Okay, and this x is an unknown number. Think of a number and subtract 3 from it. Think of a number and subtract 3 from it. This is the statement. You can take y also in place of x. Think of a number and multiply it by 7. So it is 7. Suppose y or 7 and write 8. Think of a number and divide it by 9. Suppose y divided by 9 equal to y by 9. Okay, you can write this as this also, or directly write this y by 9. So both are same here. So this is the answer of this recap exercise. Now, before moving on to the next exercise, that is 8.1, then we have some terms here. Like first, what is the variable? Okay, a variable means that is vary a word. Okay, vary. Like these days, the temperature varies much. Okay, these days the temperature varies much. Here there is a word vary. Okay, this vary. Okay, one other word is there vary. Okay, this is another word here, and this is your vary, vary. Okay, and this word meaning that is changing. Like here, these days the temperature varies much. मतलब आजकल temperature बहुत ज़्यादा बदलता और बदल रहा है या बदलता है. Okay, so these days the temperature varies much. मतलब temperature बदलता है. Okay, so here vary means that बदलना. That is, it can take any other value. Like for example, the temperature of a day. Like today, the temperature in the morning may be 20 degree, and now the temperature may be 35 degrees Celsius, and again in the night it may be 25 degrees Celsius. So the temperature is changing all the time. So here the temperature is a variable. Like if we have a temperature like T suppose, so this variable will change according to time. That is, at this time the temperature is suppose 35, and after 2 hours it will be 36 degree or maybe less. Okay, so it is changing. So the literal or the or that is the symbol, you can say that a symbol whose value varies, okay, are called the variables. And here the symbols are what? The English alphabet. Okay, we use the most frequently used variables names are the English alphabet. Okay, so here we will use the variables like x, y, and z, etc. So they are called the variables. Like here I have used the variable here x, and here x, and here m also, and here y also. You can use t also. U, v, it is like suppose u plus v equal to here 5. Okay, so here u and v are the variables, right? So we have many variables. Then you have the addition, subtraction. Like I have written the like here sum of two numbers suppose. Then the product here, the or you can say the difference. Difference will be u minus v equal to suppose 10. Okay, then product u into v equal to suppose 25, and division u into u divided by v equal to suppose here 100, and so on. So here u into v, and we don't write the symbol. U into v is that like we write only uv. Okay, equal to 25. uv means u into v, and when you write here, this is u here, u divided by v, this will be u by v. Okay, so we can use x, y here. Again, if you write it like sum of two numbers, x plus y equal to 20, and if the difference is there, then x plus y equal to suppose 100. Okay, then you have the product x, y equal to suppose 50, and the division here x by y equal to suppose here 500, and so on. So these are the different symbols, like here a plus operation, minus operation, here multiplication, and here division. So these are the symbols, and we use the division of two variables like this, and we use the multiplication like this for two variables x and y, and so on. Then here also you have the power of a variable. Okay, power of a variable means power of a variable. Power of a variable, for example, here you have x into x into x into x. यहाँ पर चार बार लिखा हुआ है x. So अब यहाँ पर भी क्या है कि ये that is we can write like this x into x into x into x. Okay, but जैसा कि मैंने बताया, okay, that is in mathematics we want to make the things simpler. Okay, so here instead of writing this long expression, we can write this in the compact form. Okay, we can write this as x and here 4. हो गया। ओके, मतलब इसका मतलब और इसका मतलब सेम ही है, लेकिन यहाँ पर क्या है, नाउ इट इज इजियर टू राइट देन दिस मच। अगर सपोज इफ यू हैव हियर 10 times here or 9 times, suppose 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 times. Now this is so long, okay, but we can write this in a very compact form, just right here 9. Okay, so this represents, that is x is multiplied 9 times. Okay, so this is the compact form, this is the power of a variable, and here, and it is read as x to the power. Here you will read as that is, if you will read this as x to the power 9. Okay, you will read this as x to the power 9, or suppose this is, and here the power, okay, this is called the index or exponent, and here this is called the base. Okay, the power is called the index, this is also called power. Okay, or you can write here power. This 9 is called the index, exponent or the power, and here x is called the base here. Okay, so this is how, like if you write here the y to the power 100, okay, then it will be y to the power 100 here. So it means that you are multiplying y 100 times. Now imagine how that is. Imagine that how it is difficult. Okay, how much it is difficult to write y 100 times. Okay, but here we can write this in the compact form. Okay, so this makes the things simpler. Okay, that is, it makes the simple, that is it makes the things simpler here. So, and these are called the exponential form. Okay, these are called the exponential form of the number. For example, if you write any number like 5 to the power, suppose here 11. Okay, so this is called the exponential form. It means that you are multiplying 5 11 times. Okay, like this. Okay, that is 11 times you are multiplying. So this means this is the exponent, power or index, and this is the base. Okay, so now you have the also like I told you what is the meaning of variable. Then you have the constant also. That is, there are something which are constant. Constant means that the value of those things does not change with time. For example, you can say the melting point or the boiling point. Okay, boiling point of water. You know the boiling point of water, मतलब जो पानी है वो 1 atmospheric pressure पे कितने temperature पे उबलता है. You know the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So that is a constant. Okay, that is called the constant. Similarly, that is, if there is a healthy person, then his body temperature remains constant, that is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, and if the temperature increases or decreases, then we say that the person has fever. Okay, and there are many things also which are constant, like the speed of light. You know the speed of light, जो लाइट का स्पीड होता है वो भी एक कांस्टेंट ही होता है. लाइट का स्पीड कभी घटता बढ़ता नहीं है. Okay, so they are the constants. And also like the numbers. Okay, simple numbers like when you write 2 3 4 5 etc, all these are the constants. Like this 100 is constant, 100 है उसका वैल्यू 100 ही होगा. Okay, that is when you write 5 means 5. Okay, it will not change. So these are the constants. And the constants, we also represent constants in the algebra by using the literals. Okay, literals like here A, B, C, etc. Okay, these are the constants. That is, these are the symbols which is used for expressing the constant values. Now you have the algebraic expressions. Here I have written like this. Okay, here this is also an algebraic expression. Okay, when you write here x square plus y equal to suppose 5, this is also an algebraic expression. Okay, this is the algebraic expression like this. So here you have x square plus y, and you can write here 3x cube plus y square plus 5. This is also an algebraic expression. Here the variables are x and y and so on. So, and in that expression you have the terms also. Okay, that is when you have the algebraic expressions. When you have the algebraic expressions, then you have the terms. For example, take here there is the expression like this: 4x square plus 6xy plus 7y square plus 8. Okay, so this is the algebraic expression. Then here the terms are, okay, terms are 4x square, then 6xy, then 7y square, and then 8. These are the different terms, and the terms are always separated by the plus or the minus sign. Okay, and here the next thing is here explaining the terms. Then you have the factors. Okay, the factors like this 4x square. Now you have the factors of this 4x square. You can write this as like 2 into 2 into x into x. Okay, so here 2 x are the factors of this term, and the factors of this will be 2 into 3 into x into y. So here 2, 3, x, y are the factors, and here you have 7 into y into y. So here the factors are 7, y, and in this 2 into 2 into 2. So the factors are there 2 into 2 into 2. These are the factors. Then you have the coefficient. Coefficient means that is like, for example, here this is 4x square. Okay. Now if we say what is the coefficient of x square, so the coefficient of x square will be here 4. That is the numerical coefficient, because 4 is a number, so this is called the numerical coefficient. Then if we say what is the coefficient of x, y here in this term, then we will say it is 6. And here the coefficient of y square is equal to 7, and this is here a constant term. Okay, so we can find the coefficient like this. Then also you have the like term and the unlike terms. What is the unlike and the like terms? Like, for example, like and the unlike terms. Okay, like and unlike terms. For example, if you write here 6xy, then you will write minus 5xy. Okay, then you will write here that minus 11xy. So these are the like terms, because here you will see here, if you observe here, that one thing is here everywhere, like here xy is here, xy is here, xy is here. So these are the like terms. And if they are not equal, suppose it is 6xy square, this is minus 5xyz, and this is here suppose minus 11x square y. So now they are not like, because here this is xy square, this is xyz, and here it is x square y. So all are different. So these are the unlike terms, and these are the like terms. So then next is the types of the algebraic expressions, that is monomial. Monomial means monomial here the word mono means one. So like if there is only one term in the expression, that is called the monomial. Like if you have written like 5x, so this is monomial. Okay, then you have binomial. Binomial means, that is binomial expressions. It has two terms, like x plus 3y square. Okay, this is called binomial because it has two terms. Bi means here 2. Okay, bi means 2. Then you have the trinomial, that is when it has three terms. Trinomial like x plus y plus z. Okay, this is trinomial because it has three terms. And if the algebraic expression has more than three terms, then they are called the polynomials. Okay, poly means many. The word is polynomial. Here poly means many. So when there are many terms, that is more than 3 terms, then we don't have the special name. These are the special name for like one term, for 2 terms, for 3 terms. For one term it is monomial, for 2 terms it is the binomial, and for 3 terms it is the trinomial. But because it can have the 5 terms, it can have the 4 terms, 6, 7, 8 terms, then we don't have that special name, and we call them as polynomials. Now I will solve some questions from the exercise 8.1. Now the exercise 8.1. In this exercise 8.1. So in this, the first question is write the following algebraic expressions using signs and symbols. Signs का मतलब plus minus, okay, plus minus, then you have the multiplication and then division. Okay, these are the signs, and symbols means x, y, z, abc, etc. So here the question number 1a. 7 is taken away from a. 7 is taken away from a. मतलब a से 7 निकाल दिया. मतलब जैसे कहते हैं कि मतलब 10, that is 3 is taken from 7. Suppose 3 is taken from 10. Okay, 3 is taken from 10. मतलब 10 से 3 निकाल दिया है. That is 10 minus 3. So here similarly also 7 is taken away from a. So it will be a minus 7. Okay. Similarly b, 2 times a divided by 3 times b. 2 times का मतलब मल्टीप्लाई करना है. 2 times a मतलब 2 times a, that is 2 into a. 2 times a divided by 3 times b. So 2 times a will be 2a. Okay, 2 times a will be 2 into a, and divided by 3 times b. Divided by 3 times b. So this is the statement. Then you have the question number C. Here half of sum of a and b. Half of sum of a and b. The first is the sum of a and b. मतलब a और b का सम कितना होगा? a plus b. फिर a plus b का हाफ कितना होगा? a plus b by 2. So it will be like this: a plus b, like this. Half of the sum of a and b. Half of the sum of the a and b. Now here see that बुक में क्या लिखा हुआ है? बुक में लिखा हुआ है सेंटेंस. ओके, और उसको हम यहाँ पर क्या कर रहे हैं? इन मैथमेटिकल लैंग्वेज वी आर राइटिंग इन दैट कॉम्पैक्ट फॉर्म. एंड क्वेश्चन नंबर डी, 3 multiplied by a is increased by 10 times b. 3 multiplied by a is increased by, मतलब पहले तो क्या किया? 3 को a से मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया तो 3a हो जाएगा. And this is increased by 10 times b, और उसका मतलब उसमें फिर प्लस कर दिया 10b. So it will be here 3a plus 10b. That is 3 multiplied by a is, मतलब ये जो 3a है, 3a को increase किया गया by 10b here. So this is the answer. E, 1/3 of x is multiplied by sum of x, sum of y and z. So this is the answer. Now question number 2. Question number 2 is write each of the following in exponential form. बता दें exponential form क्या होता है ना? जिसको लंबा था, मतलब like if you want to multiply 5 11 times, तो क्या लिखेंगे? 5 to the power 11. That is the exponential form. So here we will write the exponential form of this number: 2 into 2 into x into b into b into b. So here 2 is twice, so 2 square, and x is here twice also, then x square, and b is twice, then b cube. So this is the exponential form. Then question number B, 7 into 2 into A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, A. बार लिखा हुआ, ओके सी 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 ये 16 हो गया, ओके सो इरेज कर देते हैं, ओके सो नाउ इट इज 15 टाइम्स, ओके तो क्या करेंगे इसमें लाइक 7 टू द पावर 1 एंड 2 टू द पावर 1 एंड 8 टू द पावर 15, ओके यहाँ पर 1 लिखना जरूरी नहीं है, ओके जस्ट राइट हियर दैट actually it will be because we have to write in the exponential form, that is why we will write here, okay that is 7 into 2 into a to the power 15, okay this will be better. So this is the answer and you will do the other question yourself. Now question number 3, write the numerical coefficients of each term of the following algebraic expressions. यहाँ पर क्या करना है, I will explain you the numerical coefficients of each term. The numerical coefficient, okay, question number 3, and like here you can write question number A, the expression is 3x to the power 4 plus 2x cube plus 4x square minus 8x plus 7, okay plus 7. So now here you will write the terms, okay then coefficient terms. So what are the terms here? The terms are 3x to the power 4, 2x cube, 4x square minus 8x, and here also one more is here 7, okay so 7. Then here write the numerical coefficient, so here the term is 3x to the power 4. So what is the numerical coefficient here? 3. So here the answer will be 3. In this it will be 2. Here it will be 4, and here it will be minus 8. And actually here 7 is already a number. So here there is no coefficient. Okay. So here these are the coefficients, the numerical coefficients of this question. Okay, so this is the answer. Similarly, you can write the numerical coefficient for the other question. For example, here question number B, the expression is 3x square minus 4xy minus y square. So here the numerical coefficient, that is first write the terms. Terms are 3x square minus 4xy and minus y square. Then you have the here it is 3, here minus 4, and here 1 minus 1. So these are the numerical coefficients of the respective terms. Now the question number 4, write down the terms of the following algebraic expressions here. So in this we have to write the terms, okay. So I explained you already what is the term here. So you can see like here in this question the terms are what here, 3x square minus 4xy minus y square here. Don't forget to write the sign. If it is negative then you must write this sign, that is before the expression, like this 4xy, and before this we have minus sign. So this whole will be the term. If you remove this minus, then it it will be wrong. Okay. So in this way you can write the terms of this question, right? So I will not do this. And then question number 5, write the coefficient of x in each term of the following expressions. Okay, we have to write the coefficient of x. Okay, coefficient. Write this. Question number 5, the expression is here 2a square minus xa. Okay, the first term is this. So here write the coefficient of x in each term. So here because in this term we have x here, so that is coefficient of x here equal to terms you can write 2a square and here minus xa and here coefficient of x. So here nothing is there and here it is minus a. Okay, that is if you remove this x here, then what do you see? Minus a. So here the coefficient of x is equal to here minus a. Okay, so this is the answer for this question. And the second number is 3x square minus x plus y. The question is B, 3x square minus x plus y here. So here the terms are what? Terms are here. See, that is we have to write only the coefficient of minus x. Then just write here the coefficient of x equal to here minus 1. Because here see that x, okay, this is here x here. So in this x the coefficient is here minus 1. So the answer will be here minus 1 in this case, the coefficient of x. Now the next question, question number 6. Okay, now question number 6. Write down the algebraic expressions whose terms are this. Okay, here the answer will be here 5 plus 4x. Okay, that is you are given the terms, then we can write the expression. So in the next it is 3x square, then you have minus y square and then plus xy. Okay, like this you can write the answer of other questions. You are given the terms and then write the expression. So next is identify the like terms in this. Question number 7, like terms. So here the first question is this 4x square y xy 3y x square and xy square. Okay. So here the like terms are, see here x square y is here, x square y is here also. So these are the like terms. So here 4x square y and 3y x square. यहाँ पर ये लिखा हुआ है y x square लिखा हुआ है या फिर x square y, it doesn't matter. Okay. So these are the like terms. So similarly you can find the like terms in the other questions. Now the question number 8. Identify monomial, binomial and trinomial. So in this I will just say the answer. The first question is trinomial because it has 3 terms, see in your book. Okay. And the second question is 8x cube y. This is only one term here, so it is monomial. And the number C is also monomial because it has only one term. And question number D is here binomial because it has 2 terms. And question number E has 3 terms, so that is the trinomial. And question number F is also trinomial because they have the 3 terms. So that is the answer of this question number 8. And the question number 9. Question number 9, write the following algebraic expression in words. Okay, like you have a minus 7, then you will write it that here you can write 7 less than a number. Okay, 7 less than a number, a minus 7. Okay, this is the answer of this question. Then 2x plus 3. This is here a, then b here 2x plus 3. Okay, so here you will write that 2 times a number added to 3. 2 times a number added to 3, so it will be 2x plus 3. So in the same way you can write the other statements. Okay, and then the question number 10. Question number 10, here you have a 2a minus 3b plus 5. Okay, we have to find the value of this. You are given a equal to what? A equal to minus 4 and b equal to 1. Then here you will write 2 into minus 4 minus 3 into 1 plus 5. So it will be minus 8 and minus 3 plus 5. So minus 11 plus 5 equal to minus 6 is the answer of this question. So in the same way you can solve the other questions. So this is the end of this exercise. Okay, so you will solve the unsolved questions, that is your homework, and in the next class I will start the next lesson, that is the linear equations. Okay, maybe. Okay, so thank you for watching.